Hi, this is Dr. Liza Sahido from Psyche Electro-Acoustic Opera Company, and you're watching the 5th episode, the second to last episode of the musical typing tutorials in Max. Next tutorial, guys, I will be announcing the rules for the musical typing competition. There will be a prize for the winner, so stay tuned for that. Okay, but now I am going to show you how to get all this MIDI information that we are generating with our computer keyboard to a software instrument outside of Max. And of course, we're going to do that without touching the other instruments we already have set up. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is add a channel to Note Out. We got to send all of this information through Note Out again, and but we need to differentiate the MIDI channels. So I'm going to add channel 4 here, and we need a trigger for channel 4. We're using BNM for channels 1, 2, and 3, comma to route everything through gate through Big Bend Bell, and then we're using period to route using the gate everything to our VST instrument. Now I need to route everything back into Note Out, but have Note Out send MIDI information out of channel 4. I have channel 4 set up. I need an extra trigger. I'm going to use the / trigger, / key, which is right next to the period key, to select channel 4 and to route everything back to my Note Out object here. /is, okay, key number 47. Gonna add that to our select list here, 47. And we'll also add it to the key up module also, just in case. So that's trigger 47. I'm gonna add a delay 50 because I'm gonna use the same. I'm gonna use the same trigger to activate two things. Delay 50. All right, so first I'll use the trigger to activate channel 4. All right, and then I'll use that trigger, the delayed trigger, to select output number 1 on our gates. Okay, now that that's set up, I need an object, a new object, called MIDI info. All right. All right, and MIDI info will give us access to something crucial for getting Max to control a software instrument that's not in Max, that's in another DAW. All right, MIDI info gives us access, or gives Max access to all of the MIDI devices, and I'm using air quotes as I say that because some MIDI devices may be software, not physical devices. But it gives us access to all of the MIDI devices on our computer. We're going to give this a bang or a button so that it generates a list of all of the devices on our computer, and we're going to attach it to an object called the U menu, which is a pull down menu. All right. And so when I lock my patch and click on OK, when I click on MIDI info, it will give me a list of the MIDI devices on my computer. And notice the third item in my list. This is virtual MIDI cable software. Loop MIDI is our free virtual MIDI cable software for PC users, made by a gentleman called Tobias Eriksson. I don't have his website memorized off the top of my head, so look to the video description box if you need virtual MIDI cables on your computer. If you're on a Mac, you already have virtual MIDI cable software installed on your computer. All right, this is how you access it. Go to your applications folder. In your applications folder, look for the utilities folder. Inside of your utilities folder, look for the audio MIDI setup app. That's the app the icon of that app looks like a MIDI keyboard. Open that. Start up that software. Once that's open, go to the top menu where your file menu is and go to the Windows menu. in the pull down list, look for MIDI Studio. Click on MIDI Studio. Once you're within the MIDI Studio, click on the IAC driver. It's going to turn red. You've just activated the virtual MIDI, your virtual MIDI cable software. You don't have to do anything else. Okay? You don't have to create new cables. Max will generate virtual MIDI cables for you. You just need to activate your IAC driver. Okay? Okay. So now I'm going to unlock my patch and send a patch cable from the middle outlet of my U menu into the first inlet of no out. Okay, now I'm done with the setup in Max. Now I have to set up the software that I'm going to use to receive MIDI information from Max. I'm using Reason Essentials. So the process that I'm going to use only applies to Reason users. Now, if you're not going to control a software instrument in Reason, your process will be similar, but not the same. So it's worth watching this part of the tutorial, but after you watch this section of the tutorial, you're going to have to do a little bit of research as to what the process is to set up virtual MIDI cables. For example, how to get Pro Tools instruments to respond to MIDI information coming in through virtual MIDI cables. Okay, I'm in Reason. First, I'm going to go to my preferences in my edit menu. In PC, the preferences is at the bottom of the edit menu. All right, and I'm going to go to sync options. These are my MIDI sync options, and my virtual MIDI cables are already selected for port A or bus A. I'm going to select them again just in case. Okay, that's done. Now, I need to select, before I select a software instrument, let me make sure that here in my Advanced MIDI tab, port A is working with my virtual MIDI cables. Loop MIDI port, there it is. Perfect. Okay, now I'm going to select an instrument. I'm going to Monk Choir, that sounds interesting. Bring this in. Okay, now I have my instrument loaded in Reason. Okay, so I've selected an instrument. Okay, now what do? Okay, I have to go up to my Advanced MIDI tab, go to Channel 4, all right? Right now, I'm sending information from Max on Channel 4. And so if I want this Monk Choir to respond, I need to have it receive information specifically from Channel 4. So here, I'm up here in the Channel 4 menu, and I'm going to select the input of the instrument. Okay, I should be ready to go now. So I'm going to go back to Max. I don't close out of Reason. Don't close out of the software where your instrument is on, of course. Just switch back to Max. And I'm going to reselect Loop MIDI port just in case. And let's play, and let's see if we hear a Monk Choir. Oh, we do. Yay. Great. Okay, guys. So now our instrument can control 3 general MIDI instruments. These are instruments that are built into our sound card. All right. We can control a software instrument in Max. We can control a VST, and we can also control an instrument on our favorite DAW. All right. Let me just do some switching so that you can see that everything is properly routed. Okay. I'm going to go to my general MIDI piano. Oops. General MIDI piano. Oh, wait. Maybe I have to switch back to my general MIDI synth here in my MIDI info object. Okay, so let's do something. Okay, Loop MIDI is element 3 on this menu, and my general MIDI synth, which is built into my sound card, is the first element in this menu. So let's send MIDI info some messages. All right. 1. This message means access element 1 in the list. This message means access element 3 in the list. Let me see if that works. Oh, it's not exactly. For some reason, let me see if MIDI, the wave synth is element 0. Yes. All right, so that means that this is element 2. 0, 2. There we go. All right, so what I'm going to do. Awesome. Okay, I'm going to take this delay 50 and also have it activate. Oh, wait, no, I should do this in sequence as well. So I've activated when channels 1, 2, and 3 are activated. Okay, let's make another delay. Delay 50. All right. Let's delay that. Let's see. That'll activate that, and we'll have, let's see, routing everything through channel 4. Let's see if we could use this delay to activate our loop MIDI. Okay, let's see if this solves our routing issues. All right, piano. Okay, second general MIDI instrument. Third general MIDI instrument. Cool, Big Ben bell. Good, our VST. Nice, and now Reason. Uh-oh. It's routing us back to no on, but not back to Reason here. Let's select loop MIDI port. Okay. Maybe it needs to receive another bang. Let me see if that is the case. All right. Let's see. Oh, I think I found the solution, guys. Let me confirm it first. Okay, here is the answer. All right. After you change the element in the list, you have to give it a bang so that the element is sent out to the receiving object. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. So many delays already set up. Let's do something. Okay. All right. Let's do first delay. Okay, let's focus on the Reason instrument. Okay, the way that we activated first, we used / to change the element in the list to loop MIDI, which are my virtual MIDI cables. Then that same trigger is delayed by 50 milliseconds, opening up channel 4. I guess at the same time as I open up channel 4. Okay. Well, channel 4. And then I can use, at the same time I'm opening channel 4, I can send a bang to the U menu so that it sends a message to note out that I want to use my virtual MIDI cables at that time. And then I can use this second delay here to activate the routing of all the MIDI information to note out. Okay, now in the case of my general MIDI synth, okay, let's see what's going to send my bang for that. Let me see what the process is. Okay, the trigger, I'm waiting. Okay, I have this first bang. I'm having this, I'm having delays from these bangs, which activate the switches on my gate. I'm going to use that bang to select my general MIDI synth on my sound card, but then I need to send a second bang to route the message from this U menu to note out. So what I'm going to do is, set up another delay. Delay 50. Okay. Delay. And I'm going to have that bang sent out. Okay. Okay, now let's see if things work as they should. I'm going to channel 1, channel 2, channel 3. Okay, Big Band Bell, VST, Reason. Now let's go back to channel 1, pressing B. I did it. Go back to Reason. I'm pressing /. Back to channel 1. Back to Reason. All right, guys. This works. I'm going to save. Save. Okay, we are done with this tutorial. And so next tutorial, guys, I'm going to show you how to add cool multimedia elements to your app. And at the end of that tutorial, I will give you the details on the musical typing competition, including what the prize is going to be and how to apply to the competition. All right. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for the next tutorial. Bye.